Are people able to hear us?
No.
No.
No. Can you hear me
And people
now?
say they can't see us. I'm just reading your mouth, Tom.
All
I
right.
can't I can't hear anything you're saying.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna share a whiteboard with you. Oh wait. Oh shit. No, that's not gonna work. Dang it. I'm gonna. I'm gonna send you a text message. All right.
I can see myself in the replay here as this.
It seems like they can hear you now. Oh, they can hear us.
So,
I hear myself
so I
talking to
can hear.
you.
I can hear what you said 2.5 minutes ago, Tom.
Well, now we know
But I can't hear
exactly
you
what
now.
we're up against. Now we know.
Everyone can hear me now, and I'm moving. But I just think we are a minute and a half or so in the future.
That's fine. You know, we're just gonna have to trust it and roll with it. Roll the dice. You know, I love talking about dice.
Oh my lord!
Oh wait, can you hear? You can't hear me right now, but you can hear the playback.
I can't hear anything you're saying, my friend. I can. Can you
Oh,
hear
my-
me listening to
Oh
To
my
the
god.
stream?
I can hear you fine. I assume everybody else who's
This is
waiting,
our most well-viewed show of all time. Should we do this every time from here on out?
I'm gonna try and speak
Alright.
using hand, like I don't know sign language, but I'm gonna try and give you like
I can't
thumbs
understand
ups.
what you're saying. If,
My
if
mouth.
people can hear us,
They can hear us.
we can proceed. I just won't be able to hear anyone, but that's never stopped our show from going on. What I'll do is every minute and a half, what I will,
I'm trying to make
I
a
would just
phone
go break into a
call.
monologue like I normally do. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you on the telephone.
All right, that's what we're going to work with now. So that way you can hear me while this goes on.
Oh my
Because I
lord!
can't handle not being able to talk to you proper during the show.
Is there a way I can hear everyone through your phone?
I have no idea.
Hold on, let me switch from being plugged into my computer into
Oh
my
my
phone.
God.
Let's proceed. Hey, what are we doing here, huh? What is this? Is this Power Selling 101?
I think this is Geek Squad 101.
Oh yes,
They can hear us fine.
right. And I
They've
think
been able to hear us for quite some time. They're going off crazy in the chat, but Michael, you can't hear any of us. Here's what I want you to do, all right?
Yes.
This is what happens. Last week, your computer died. This is what
That's
happens
right.
when you lose your tech man, Tom Parrott, all right? Pop, sit back down. Sit yourself back
hold
down.
on. I'm trying to find my little dongle so I could plug you into my earphones.
I
Where did
think
this
your
thing
little
go?
dongle's not going to save you. Here's what you got to do. There you go. There's your little dongle. You just showed it right here on cam. All right. Pop on. Share your screen with me. I'm going to
Share
walk you through it. I'm going to walk you through it live.
I'm going to
This
share
is-
my screen with you.
Yeah, I've been taking. I took Ned Persimmon's Zoom audio technical detechnifying class.
So what do I do? Walk me through this, Tom.
I need you to share your screen.
Click
With
share
me.
screen.
Okay.
Whoa. What?
All right. Now, everybody can hear both of us. Oh, this is
Yes,
going. Wait a minute. Do you have Zoom on your telephone?
I do.
You call into this meeting using that to listen and hear.
Is- oh
That's
my
what
God,
you
I
got to
love
do.
how active the chat is tonight.
Also, you did not change your name. Everybody thinks you're some bloke
What?
named Ricardo Feliciano.
Hold on now. That's something I'm most concerned about is hiding my identity. I don't want any agents or people in the entertainment industry to harass me from seeing this program.
Right. Listen, anybody in the chat, if you are here from Nikki Fink, Deadline Hollywood Daily, or perhaps another publication of that ilk, the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, don't tell anybody, but we're breaking new ground here.
Hold on, I have to let myself into the Zoom.
And all of those careers in IT that were coming down the pipeline for people of technical ilk is that's not happening here. All right. Anyway, somebody's talking about a dong in the chat. I'm trying to read what's going on here. I leave for 1 week, and this is what happens. Can you hear everything all right?
I can.
Now you can.
So how do I make it so we're not looking at my OBS?
Well, you have to stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, my infernal friends. I believe we finally reached some stasis here, some level ground where we can build this foundation of a brand new show. And can I just? I haven't had a chance to look through the chat, but can we just give a round?
We don't have time.
Can we just give a round of applause for these graphics?
I can't see. Hold on, I haven't actually looked at anything yet.
Who needs a show where the host can hear or participate when you have these wonderful graphics laid out all over the screen?
I gotta look at these graphics. If you're talking them up so dang much, I'm stuck here looking at multi-level market and essential oil Wikipedia pages. I should be looking at this the whole dang time. All right, twitch.tv/Pack Theater. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Oh my God, these look great.
Yes, and by the way, the chat is literally like 4.5 minutes behind us. But let's not say that out loud. That's between you and I, Tom. I said we reached some stasis here, right? We're on our way.
Everybody seems to be able to hear what's going on. I would assume if they couldn't, they would say something because they've been able to hear everything the whole time. It's only you that has been dealing. See, this is why you always see. This is the problem, Michael. This is why you always got to stay inside the grounds of the learning annex. As soon as you get outside, right? As soon as you start broadcasting live from the river walk, it's not going to work out so well for you.
So let's break down. Earlier I had said I'm in an external hallway. And that might be the problem because that's a confusing location.
It's some MC Escher kind of shit. Where are you actually on a staircase upside down? Is that where you're broadcasting from?
I might as well be, my friend.
Well,
I'm like a three-pronged fork, but if you look at it a certain way, it looks like it has four.
Yeah, you're like a set of you're like something that James Gordon-Levitt made in Inception in your brain.
That's right. Please, someone kick me off of my chair and dunk me into an old-timey tub of water.
Yeah,
let's wake up.
I want you to go bobbing for Michaels.
So I can hear you, right?
Yes.
And you can hear me. And theoretically, yes. I can hear everyone who is going to be on this show. The only thing that is still a wrinkle for me is we are 4.5 minutes ahead of time of the chat. So when I look at the chat, they're giving me props for things I've said
This is
Much
why
too
I'm
long ago.
telling you. I'm telling you. You have to stop looking at. You don't have the computing power to look at the chat. You
What?
gotta focus. You gotta power through the show. Let me handle the chat.
Okay.
I will talk to them. They say stasis. I guess we said stasis a few minutes ago. We're we're a whole almost hour and a half out. Half an hour. I've lost all track of time. We're
Yes.
about half an hour into when our normal time slot would be, and let's get going. Everybody's excited. Let's sell. We powered through, and now we're gonna power sell because that's the name of this program. Power Selling 101. Michael is currently pouring one out for his his
Damn it,
dead laptop.
I spilled it on the trackpad. Don't tell my wife. That's how I broke my other computer.
What did you spill?
I spilled alcohol on the trackpad of my other computer, and that's what broke it. Please, no one tell my wife.
Wait, can she hear you?
She should be asleep upstairs.
Okay. Well, I mean, you spill. There's only one of you who's allowed to drink alcohol in that household right now, so it's certainly not her who's spilling alcohol all over the iPad. This is gonna be you.
All right, okay, enough, Tom. You've indulged
Anyway.
me for 26 minutes here. Now, can we?
Yeah, let's move right in. Like it says right here in the show order, it says move right into our guest segments after 5 minutes. So what we're gonna do now is introduce our guests, our students, who you can toss a little money in their hats digitally via Venmo. Look at the thing in the graphic. Anyway, is our first guest. Finally, I hope that not some other sort of crazy technological shit happens for Bertram R. Scallion. Bertram, come in.
Whoa,
Hello.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Is
can
everything
hear
coming
you.
through crystal clear?
Say it again, slower. Move
Is
your
everything
mouth
coming through
slower.
crystal clear? Fantastic. I'm going to keep
You
moving
assured me
forward.
that this would work, Thomas. Oh,
can hear
it's because
you.
I was calling you and on a Zoom at the same time.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you have to get on the Zoom. Are you on the Zoom? All right, Bertram, listen.
You talk. I'm almost there.
This show, are you familiar with Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I'm
I have
not
to
familiar with
admit,
Dungeons and
someone
Dragons.
named
What
Richard
what is it
Feliciano
exactly
entered
that they
this
do?
room.
So, Dungeons and Dragons is a game that you can play where you have a bunch of different stuff going on. I don't have the particulars to get into it, but there's a I just hear myself in an echo now. There's a concept called chaotic neutral, which
Right.
seems to be what this show is
Yes.
going to be taking place in the entire rest of our time here in the seminar. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to talk to you
Right, of course.
while Michael figures out what's going on over in his realm. Bertram, hello there. You look very dashing.
Thank you so much.
You sound very crisp.
Thank you. As a talkie man, as a man who has moved away from the silent pictures and is now mostly working in talkie films.
Oh.
I absolutely consider myself someone who has had the highest quality audio.
You do. You have such a nice nice pace of speaking. You got such crisp. Your diction is very nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that coming from someone who is also as well spoken as I am, but not quite as at my pace.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine coming up to that pace. So you just got into the talkies, though. So how?
Yes.
Wow. So you developed this voice before having to speak.
Yes, I did. I realized that that the talkies were going to be a major media hit, and I wanted to, more than anything, say as many words as I possibly could for the medium.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Why do I hear myself twice? Oh, because I'm listening. Continue.
All right. So you sorry, I got caught up. Have you performed alongside any other any other talkie stars like What's that guy from the artist Jean Valjean? What's his name?
Oh, I believe those are the older talkie films. I mainly I work in films between the time period of 2000 and 2009. So,
Oh,
which I consider the golden age of cinema. So, you name it. Chad Michael Murray. Um, uh, uh,
right.
uh, right.
Cam Gigandet.
Yes, of course. Kristen Stewart.
Right. Kristen Chenoweth.
Yes, of course. Hilary Duff.
Haley Duff, for that matter.
I have to
Absolutely.
ask you,
Haley Duff is
where,
mainly a recording star.
where does DJ Qualls fit into all of this?
Oh, Michael, lovely of you to join the interview.
Thank you. Where does DJ Qualls fit into all of this, my friend?
I'm not entirely certain. I can't say that I know everybody in the industry. Is DJ Qualls a film actor?
Yeah, he is. He was in oh gosh, what's that one with Larry the Cable Guy? I feel like based on the sound of my voice, I should know more Larry the Cable Guy movies, but I don't. I'm gonna look this up.
Right. Absolutely. Go ahead. Take your time. I will fill up that time with as many syllables and words as I possibly can.
What's the longest word that you know?
Verisimilitude.
I'm gonna need you to break that one down for me.
Oh, verisimilitude. I don't know the definition at all. It is just something that I've heard in passing, and I assume that is how it's pronounced. I've mostly read it.
All right. Well, you read it very well. I wouldn't have known that you didn't know the meaning of it based on your pronunciation of the word.
It's all a confidence game.
Oh God, I gotta. You, me, Bertram, we gotta trade some notes later on. I think. Oh, Delta Farce. That's the name of the movie. Delta Farce.
Delta Farce.
Yeah, it's got Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy, DJ Qualls, and Danny Trejo.
DJ, is that short for disc jockey?
No, it is short for Donald Joseph, but he is from Nashville, which is a musical city. So
Right.
you know,
I
it could
would
be.
rather someone named DJ actually be familiar with records, but I will take it.
I hope he knows what records are. Anyway, we're getting off onto some sort of fun times here. What I really want to know, Bertrand, and what you came here to do as a power selling student, is figure out how to sell some things on eBay. So tell us what you're interested in selling.
Right, absolutely. Let me go ahead and show you my item. What I have here is a collection of coasters made out to look like a old-fashioned radio. As you can see, there's got a bit of a facade of a radio, and
Right.
there are multiple coasters here.
Oh,
They are
okay.
extremely used and weathered.
The coasters are.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about that item. Does it have some like a personal significance to you? Has it been in any like celebrities' hands or anything like that from your time at the talkies?
It has been in Pamela Anderson's hands, a star of the golden era of cinema, 2000 to 2009. And they are largely an item of sentimental value.
Okay, so sentimental. How did you come across this item? Did you like to sell? As you're familiar with the talkies, you gotta have a narrative if you want to sell stuff on eBay. It requires a lot of craftiness. So the better story you can tell us, then you'll be able to sell that to the person. Okay.
Is it romantic if I say that I found it on the side of the road 3 years ago?
Depends on what road. Are we talking like the historic Route 66?
I would say it's not as historic. I would say that it is Mission Road in the San Gabriel Valley. And I found it in between a pack of boner coats from a gas station and a Bud Light.
So like the Rhino Extreme Bone Pills were right next.
Right. The ultra popular brand of Rhino boner pills.
Yeah, I forgot. I've had friends of mine take those. They say it gives them a wicked headache. couldn't imagine. There's now, Bertram. I'm not sure if you're working some sort of a talkie-related magic with that radio. If that might be a cursed item, because according to our chat, they can't hear anything that we're saying right now. But we're gonna soldier on ahead and hope
That's disappointing to hear because it's all gold.
this is solid gold. This is about as much gold as it's gonna be. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a look at the radio. I've never felt more like I've been shouting into the void than exactly this moment. Alright, radio related items. Now, I'm not sure of your other skills, given that you've been working in the industry and the biz. Do you have, now they can't hear anything by the way. Do you have a,
Oh my God. First off, are we looking at two different chats from two different time realities?
I'm looking at a chat on the chat Twitch. It says they're talking about telling Scooby-Doo. They say y'all know the headlights one. Ha 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 ha.
All right, we're caught up.
There has to be a clever workaround. They're just happy.
You know, we could have figured it out almost 40 minutes into our regular time slot, but we have not. What we're gonna do. So what? I was gonna ask about forgery. Can you forge any signatures of any of the folks you work with, Chad Michael Murray's and whatnot?
Yes, absolutely. I can do Chad Michael Murray. Chad Michael Murray's signature is mostly just a straight line. Terrible penmanship, but he can pull off a straight line, so he does often go with that. I can do, of course, Lindsay Lohan, which is a beautiful L, followed by the rest of her name.
I'm looking at Chad Michael Murray's photos now. We have a Chad Michael Murray eBay selection of memorabilia.
He's
And
a
it
handsome
does
man. He's a handsome man.
He's a handsome man, but it also, his signature literally does just look like, you know, that old political cartoon, the Ben Franklin one, Joy or Die?
Not familiar with it.
Oh, well, it's a snake. It looks like that. That's what it looks like. They hear me now, by the way, Michael. Good news.
They can hear me as well, but I hear myself twice, and it scares me.
Where do you hear yourself twice from?
Because I think my audio from my mic is going into the Zoom, and then that audio is going into my headphones. It's because I'm another participant in the Zoom. That's right.
It's a twisted predicament.
You really are. You might just be stuck. Oh, well, anyway, at least the static's out. Now, Bertram, what I would suggest, because the coasters on their own, it's kitschy, it's not going to get you a whole lot. So you got to forge some signatures. I would even suggest, if you want to try and get bang for your buck, you could sell them individually and sign them individually.
Oh, yes, of course. That makes perfect sense.
That's the power sales technique. You know, you can do Lindsay Lohan's, Chad Malcolm Murray's. That knocks two out right there.
Right, of course.
I'm trying to think of who else is probably the best bombshell or heartthrob from that era.
Wilmer Valderrama, of course.
Oh, Wilmer Vault, especially if you could capture his signature in like the Yo Mama era.
Yes, that of course the apex of what Wilmer Valderrama would become.
Absolute. Paris Hilton.
You know, I'm not too familiar with her work at all. I understand there was a big to do.
What about Jay Hernandez?
I'm also not familiar with the work of Jay Hernandez.
What? Google him. He was in a splendid film called Crazy Beautiful with Kristen Dunst.
Yeah, he was. He was also in Hostel.
Hostel.
He's the new Magnum PI on the new Magnum PI.
Oh my goodness! This is absolutely someone that I have to know.
Yeah, he's right there. He's right there in your era. Sorry,
Right,
I got a I got a little something in my throat there, a little Alex Jones magic. Well, listen, Bertram, I do believe that we've zoned in on some stuff for you, and unfortunately,
Right.
we do have to see some other students
Of
and to
course.
subject them to this madness.
Right.
But you are a dang trooper, sir, and best of luck to you in your sales power and otherwise.
Thank you so much. After this, I plan on continuing to talk extremely fast, and now I have Jay Hernandez to talk about extremely
Yeah.
fast.
And talk about Jay Hernandez as fast as you want. Hernandez, that's how quite a lot of syllables to say quick. So I encourage you to continue that line of work.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'll be on my way now.
Thank you, Bertram. It's
Thank
been
you,
a pleasure.
Bertram. I'm sorry you had to join us in this way on this day. On top of all these various things that are going wrong, I have an old coffee that I've neglected, which I leapfrogged with a Mai Tai.
Hey,
But
you
I
know
feel
what you
guilty.
should do? By the way, if you want to help save yourself from hearing yourself twice.
What's that?
So you're plugged into your computer and you're hearing yourself in your phone, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So mute your phone. Mute your phone.
If I mute my phone, I won't hear any of you.
Oh, that's a good
And
point.
I am muted on my
What
phone.
about muting the microphone on your phone? Just set the mic off, and then you can still hear us.
That's not what's happening. What's happening is there needs to be a way for Zoom on my phone to know that the first me is still me, and I don't want to hear it. But I don't know how to do that.
I wish I knew how to do that. I'm gonna try and do my best. Maybe our next guest will know how to do that. It's a Barbie doll. Maybe a Barbie doll has an understanding of how to do that. A Barbie doll. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
It's such a pleasure to have. We don't have a lot of icons coming through here all the time, and you're truly an icon. So thank you for joining us.
thank you so much for having me. I'm here because I'm trying to train for my next job. So I want to be a Barbie merchant. I want to be a Barbie seller. I have a lot of jobs and I'm really stressed out, and I think you can help me.
Okay. Michael, would you like to say
Yes, I
anything?
would.
My voice is
I want to
dying
say
off.
that not only are you a celebrity, but I've also never seen you disanimated before. And I'm here myself twice. I apologize. Everyone knows
Michael,
that. I don't have to
can
keep repeating that.
Can you make me a co-host and maybe I can tinker with some sentence?
Sure.
All right. So, Barbie, here's what I'm going to suggest. Michael, to take. Oh wait, you can't take your earphones out because then you can't hear. But Barbie, tell us about the training that you're seeking.
Well, I have so many jobs already, and I just want to improve my customer service skills. I feel like
Okay.
it's really important. I feel like Barbie doesn't have great customer service skills, and I'm like a doctor, and I'm a lawyer, and I'm a nurse, and I'm a pet rescue person, and I just want to also do this.
So you instead of getting rid of some jobs, this seems like the wise move, and that is what I like about you, because you already sound like a power seller. You want to be the best of everything. That's what power selling's all about.
I want to improve the Barbie economy.
Does the Barbie economy hinge upon you? It feels like it might.
It does. I have to have so many skills that I have to keep up with. It's a lot. There's a lot of us, but I'm pretty high up in the company. So
Are you? I mean, I would imagine you're the CEO or CFO. Gosh, I guess I never
Well-
thought about how Barbie Incorporated goes.
Oh, I am Barbie CEO and I'm Barbie CFO.
Oh, all right. So you have to handle all of that. You're vertically and
All of it.
horizontally integrated.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, this is the best place to learn. Uh, the real trick is, you've already got all these other skills that you can take into the new world of eBay, but there's a lot of Barbie stuff on eBay already. So is that what you're looking to get into? Because that seems like it's a perfect fit.
I'd love to do that. But today I actually brought something a little different.
Oh, all right. Show us what you got.
Okay, one sec.
Okay.
Sorry, my hands are sorry, one second.
No, it's all good. Take your time.
I'm so sorry. I don't have thumbs. Okay.
Oh. That's a stapler.
I don't know what it is.
Oh. Well, how did you come across that?
I found it in my Barbie office, and it looked exciting. And I thought if I brought it to you to get appraised or whatever, you could help.
Okay, so that is a stapler. Now, Ricardo, Michael.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you great.
Because I'm talking
Because I'm talking
into
directly into my phone now.
Do you hear yourself twice?
No, I don't.
No, I
This is
don't.
perfect.
Great.
This is perfect.
Here's what's going on.
Yes.
We're helping Barbie with this mystery item. I think it's a stapler, but it's kind of hard to tell. Can you turn it? I just want to get a full. Okay, yeah, that is a stapler. So I'm going to take a look and see if we can find Barbie office supplies, because that I think is probably something that a market that might not be targeted. Michael, why don't you share some expertise? Barbie, you two have a lot to get along with. Michael's he's not a head of industry like you are, but he is a real deal when it comes to the art of sales and the art of converse sales.
Yeah. Did you go over where you found this nefarious device, Barbie?
Oh, I found it in the office, in the Barbie office. I actually thought it was an animal because it has a mouth.
That
Stands to reason.
I feel
like
like genetically we've been raised through evolution to look for a mouth first, and then deduce from there. So I don't want.
It has all these. What are these bullets?
Hold. So you believe it to be some kind of a weapon of sorts?
I don't know, but it wasn't pink and it confused me, so I brought it on the show.
Now, do you have someone in your life that stands in as your creator, an actual singular person?
Oh, like how are Barbies made?
Yeah,
like is there an old man who
kind of
comes into the room every once in a while and
tells
Oh,
you things?
Barbies are made because they bite other Barbies in the woods, and then you become a Barbie.
Oh my lord! Is this true? This is real. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
So you were once not a Barbie. You were bitten by a Barbie. You are now a Barbie.
by a Barbie, you are now a Barbie.
Mhm.
Did I sound
I'm
okay
sorry.
while I say
Did
that?
I sound okay when I said
What's that?
You sound, apparently in the chat you have they can hear
Am I
you
too loud?
twice. No, they can hear you twice. They say it's like the voice of God.
Can you hear me twice still?
Can you hear me twice still?
In 4 minutes,
In
I'll
4
find
minutes,
out.
I'll find out.
It's not. It's yes, they can hear you twice still. Barbie. Here's the real question here is, I know that you have this whole world that you exist in. You're in charge of the economy. You have all these roles that people could not live without you. But the real thing to keep in mind here is that you seem to have some autonomy that you're not exercising, and what that can afford you in the world of eBay is nothing short of fantastical. So that could be anything you want, what you have right there. You know, if that's a gun, it's not like any gun I've ever seen, but that doesn't make it not a gun. You picking up what I'm putting down?
I don't know what autonomy is, but
Oh, well, I mean, we can probably get you in touch with Bertram to explain what autonomy is. But yeah, so here's the thing. You can kind of say whatever you want about that thing. You tell stories, right? I would imagine you have some sort of like a tour guide position as one of your many jobs. So what you're going to need to do is channel that energy into that Barbie gun that you have right there. You know, have you ever used that on somebody else outside of the office?
I have not, but I actually plan on doing it after this conversation.
Oh, okay. So you could do that. Then you're going to need to price that thing to sell. Like, how much? How quickly would you say that this is going to take place when you use it on the other people?
How quickly am I going to shoot them with my staple gun?
Yes. Like, how long of an incident are you taking?
Oh, probably like 5 minutes. I work fast. I have a lot of jobs.
Okay. Here's what I would suggest then. We had a gentleman on the show a while back who had a knife that he had just used to commit murder with. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to have some full-on murders happen with this staple gun. I'm not familiar with that sort of technology, but what you're going to want to do is put your item on eBay before you shoot people with it.
Okay. Because it'll be worth more?
Well, you're trying to sell it as fast as possible, and by the time the story gets out that Barbie went on a shooting spree with a staple gun, the item will go up in value exponentially. So it'll be worth more and it'll sell faster because you already jumped the gun on people trying to cash in on your reign of terror.
That's smart. Okay. Barbie murder, here I come.
All right. Hey, Barbie, thank you so much. And Michael's, it looks like he's trying to say something.
Yeah. I was just going to say, what an adorable way to do a mass shooting would be to use a stapler and people see you're trying, you know. But
yeah, thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you for being here tonight. I do understand that it's not the easiest of nights for many reasons, but we do appreciate you being here. And we'd love to have you back, Barbie, once I get my new computer.
Thank you so much for having me. This is fun.
Yes.
Thank you, Barbie. Good luck.
Thank you, Barbie.
Take no prisoners.
Could you hear the sadness in my voice, Mr. Paris?
It sounds kind of, honestly, it sounds kind of like you're doing like a real shitty Jay Leno impression right now a little bit.
I'm so sorry you came here on this horrible night.
I just feel bad that we have so many guests who might be on the East Coast. So let's go ahead and move on to our next person, who also I believe is on the East Coast, and that is Charles Burns II. Hello, Charles.
Am I connected? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Indubitably we can, my friend.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm not used to using these devices in this way. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. I'm getting a call in just a minute here.
Hold on now.
Oh, hold on now.
That is my likeness that has appeared in a screen within a screen. Not my own. Hello?
Hello?
Someone
Am I
giving
quantum tunneling now?
Oh, boy. Now I
Sorry
did not...
about that.
Wow.
I feel that was a bit too meta.
No, they say that immediate parody is the sincerest form of flattery.
There's no such thing as too meta on Power Selling 101. This is how meta it's happening. Is Michael can hear his own two voices in one chat.
I get that with my hearing aids sometimes. It's, some people say that I just like the sound of my own voice. Well, I do. Sometimes I turn up that feedback volume and, all the praises that come back to myself. Oh,
that's fascinating.
Yes. It's
is a
neither here
fascinating,
nor there. It reminds me of another story. I could keep interrupting you, but I'll listen. You're talking. Are you talking? I can't. Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my friend.
Good. Thank you.
I was going to say that the human voice that we hear naturally reverberates from our jaw up to our little fibulas in our ear there. So to have a hearing aid with your own voice would create a sort of a circle of resonance, sort of like a loop.
Yeah.
That sort of
Yes.
It goes into the stamen and the pistil in your ear.
Right. Well, I like that much better than the fibbing. And thinking I have a fibbing part of myself. No, no, no. I am a truth teller, a soothsayer.
Where are you, by the way? I can't recognize exactly. Are you in some sort of like a laboratory?
I am
Oven?
I am in my basement studio. I have been crafting my latest CD, Second Degree Burns.
Oh,
I recognize, because this is a learning show, that I have added another layer to protect you from my my glorious chest.
that is a real. I haven't seen a chest that fine and hairless since old Michael DeWitt's himself a couple of weeks ago.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I am. I'm in the Great Lakes region. I've become the third highest rated virtual DJ, and for those who are watching at home, that of course means Donald Joseph. I am the third rated virtual Donald Joseph in the Great Lakes region.
Do you work alone, my friend, or are you part of a coalition of Donald Joseph?
You know, I did try to find some, but I found so many of them are just so young, and their music is so fast, and so, you know, you talk about youth. Well, I do my own youth so that I can have my own feedback, and I can kill it with you samples. Like, this is not stressful in any way. You could surely just sit back on the couch and lay. You could rest your eyes, no matter what people say. Hey. Unlike the beats that they play, the kids these days, the 40-year-olds.
Oh man,
That's beautiful. You know, my brother-in-law got married recently, and they needed a Donald Joseph for the ceremony. Incredible.
Just a heads up for you, Michael. They did say
That is just bad. Didn't go away.
Now,
I do this. Continue, Tom.
Charles, I think the thing that I would like to know is where in the Great Lakes region are your audience? Because it seems like, if anything else, so that's an Acer and that's a Samsung. Let's see. Now, what do you think the size is on those? Is that a size that you might be looking for with your regular tablets?
Well, one is the size of my face, and the other is, well, also the size of my face. I guess one's palm size, so I guess it's a Palm Pilot, and the other one is a FaceTime.
All right. Okay. So we've got a Palm Pilot. And now those are PDAs. We can sell those for sure. I mean, are those working? Or are they always off?
I mean, I charge them every week just in case, but I really have no use for them. I tried to hook them up for my album, and I couldn't do that. So I can't use it. I can't use it.
Well, I mean, those will sell for a pretty good price. You may be able to. I'm not sure if you knew this about eBay, but you can get a lot of stuff on eBay. You might be able to find those sort of the boner pills you were looking for. Now, my biggest question, and I only ask this probably because I don't understand how family dynamics work these days, is why would you not just tell your children that you were looking for a boner pill? If you're close enough with them to ask and use code words, why not just come right out and say it? Say, Daddy needs to do some dicking down.
Oh, I like that. Daddy needs to dick it down, yeah. Come on, Daddy wants to go to town. Oh, come on, get in my way right now. I'm gonna land it and plow it and do it and how. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna add you as a writer credit on that. Thank you, Tom.
Please. Anything that you get, any ASCAP royalties, you take them all for yourself, Charles, because you deserve every lick of success you get. I'm going to look up, let's see what old pills are going for. Let's see, sildenafil. Oh, all right, here we go. You can get a book. You can get a paperback book about a boner pill called sildenafil. $161
to read about it.
Yeah, you could also get the hardcover version for $251.99.
I appreciate the idea, but I think I need the real thing.
Here we go. 3-time supplements for male and female enhanced sexual performance. A box of 3. Now this does look like it's from Thailand?
I've been there.
Have you used any of their pills before?
The first time it was a surprise to everyone. But yeah, I would go, oh, what does Michael have there? Does it come in liquid form? I mean, to avoid any confusion about tablets, if it comes in liquid form, I could pour some sugar on me.
There is a gel. Oh, no, sorry. It's a gel cap. It's called explosive. I guess you could probably puncture the gel cap and then squeeze it into a shot glass. Yeah, you could just like a little nectar, like a little like blackberries or preserves. You just squeeze them into your mouth there.
Kind of like an oyster.
Yeah, and this is if you're buying them in bulk. You know, you can buy 3 packs for $27.85 each. And based on your sales for your tablets, you could probably offset that by at least, I would say like 10 packs with that price.
Give it to me, give it now. Let's do it, come on. I'm gonna get so strong and powerful. Gonna give it to you all night long. And if it's longer than that, I'll go see a doctor.
There you go. Oh my God. I'm looking at all these names of boner pills, and I just want to run a couple by you to tell me. This is going to be like, you know how the eye chart where you read through and you tell me the last thing that you see? So when I hit the one that tickles your fancy, I want you to tell me to stop, and I'll tell you what price it is. Okay?
All right.
Shogun X. Rising Phoenix. Crazy with a K.
What about my adult children won't speak to me?
Well, that's not in the seller's store. They don't have that one, but I might be looking at a different screen than you, Michael.
Was that a save tab? Or can send me the link later?
I'll send it to you, my friend.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if you... Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All
I'm
right.
just not prepared to say more than one thing at a time.
Thank you.
The chat is saying, Michael, don't be sad. So just,
Don't be sad. Yeah.
Don't be sad. You know what you need? You need 69 mode, fast acting male amplifier for strength, performance, energy.
Oh, all right. Let's go. You know what? I have to admit, I did like explosive. It's explosive. You know, I've had other things explosive. Didn't enjoy those, but I think these gel caps you spoke about, I think I want to go back to those.
It's explosive it is. Here, I'm going to go ahead and send you this link. And
right.
what you may be able to do is work out, if you can't sell your tablets for the price you're looking for, which you probably will, tablets sell on eBay just fine. I would say work out a trade deal with, who is this seller? What's their name? Men's Department. They got 99.5% positive feedback, so they're probably willing to work out some sort of a haggling barter system deal because they don't want to lose that feedback score. That's how a power seller stays in power. You got to flip it on them.
You have been remarkable, my friend. I'm going to send you when my albums get onto Apple iTunes, you will have access.
Thank Charles. It has been a real pleasure, and I appreciate that so much. And I know that if Michael wasn't being so sad right now, he probably would also be saying that too. But I can't tell if he's just sad or frozen.
Let's just say,
smile, my friend, 'cause the world ain't ending. Oh, come on, get your groove on. Gonna keep on banging a gong all night long.
Charles,
that was
thank
beautiful.
You so much. That was beautiful. Listen, we do have one more guest we need to get to, so we must say adieu, but we'll see you another time.
Another time.
Hopefully with a working penis. They got something called Thick. THIC.
My friend.
Yes?
What's going on in the world right now? It's 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We've finally gone under 20 viewers. So what infernal programs just started at 10 o'clock that's stolen our streak here, huh?
How many viewers did we have?
We had in the high 20s, my friend. But
this is why I never actually look at the numbers, and I just plow right ahead.
A lot of what I do is obsessively check the chat and the statistics during the show. And this snafu has revealed my priorities may not be in the best of order.
They might not be. You've never looked more unhappy with how something has gone than tonight. And maybe if you just talked, everything would be all right.
This has been one of the most, I'm not pretending that we are as popular as an alt-right patronizing show or podcast. Okay, that's not us. We don't do that.
Correct.
So our numbers aren't as astronomical as them, but let's just say tonight, even through all the snafus, we had one of our most well-attended seminars.
I'm not sure why you're comparing us to, say, an alt-right Twitch stream, but I'm not sure why you're trying to be like, oh, that's what Ben Shapiro's doing. That's the kind of numbers we need to get to. All right, what?
Okay, there are many.
Listen, what Sargon of
podcast channel before
Sargon of Akkad is pressing new boundaries in the Twitch realm. We got to get to his numbers.
I am just trying to say that, and I don't agree with it. There's a lot of people who adopt streaming platforms and they succeed because they pander to a certain segment. And I believe that a lot of the reason why they get those viewers is because of such, and we do not do that, and we will never do that. And you could lay as many technical difficulties on me as possible, and you can say, we'll fix your stream, we'll fix your audio if you just pander a little bit to these horrible people, and I will say no each and every day that you ask, my friend. And I deserve an applause for that bold stance, please. In 4 minutes, I'm going to look down, and I better see some claps.
They're saying, listen, they're saying you're V Entertainment. They're saying you're having a Michael life crisis. You're the pinnacle of success. And you're getting the clap, everybody. Michael said, you're getting the clap. And they're also saying sluts a bunch. You're saying sluts a lot.
I don't see it. I just see the asterisks.
Well, you got to open up your feed and let them say sluts.
I'm allowed to do that now, huh?
Yeah, you're allowed to listen to whatever sluts you want to, Michael.
We still have one more workshop student who, by the way, everything we've done this afternoon, in spite of all of it, this was free. And if you look
this was free? Get out of town.
If you look in the corner here,
no way.
You'll see a graphic that no one's commented on that says tip your performers. And it is what it says. It says what it does. It is what it is. If you Venmo at Power Selling 101, all those tips will be disseminated between our 4 guests equally, whether or not they've decided to go to sleep at this point in time.
You mean to tell me
what?
That a show riddled with technical difficulties is free of charge?
I don't mean to tell you that, my friend. I did tell you that, my friend. May your yeses be yes and your no's be no. We've been commanded this.
Yes, and.
That's right.
Now, yeah, tip your performers. Power Selling 101. The chat there is right on the screen. Listen, Michael, I've been I rib you a little bit, but I love you anyway. And you got a lot of gumption, and this is what the true power seller Michael DeWitt looks like: is somebody who powers through in times of strife.
That's right. And speaking of powering through, some people need to power down. If you have been a guest on this program and you can hear my voice now, and it is 1 a.m. where you are, please go to sleep, my friend. You don't have to stay till the end of this.
But we do have one more student, and let's go ahead and get to them. And Michael, I'm going to give you the pleasure of doing the most talking this segment because you seem like you're in a great place. And this is the perfect time for somebody who has a name that is very good, and it's got 3 G's. His name is Jerry G. Jacobs. Jacobs? Jacobs?
Michael. Michael.
Hello,
Tom.
Jerry.
It's Jerry. It's Jerry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jerry.
Oh, okay, perfect. You boys, you look like you need a technology cleanse. Am I wrong in saying that?
Well, it sounds promising. I don't know exactly the extent of what this cleanse is, but you've got me hooked. I'd like to hear more.
Well, listen, Michael. I'm on a journey. Okay, I just got so fed up with all the notifications and all the news alerts that I was getting in my phone, and I decided, why not just take a step back from everything and focus on what matters, right? Like just focus on there are birds in the air right now, like the trees are green, and I'll let you in on a little secret. I'll let the Power Selling viewers in here on a little secret. I've moved from my home into this bunker here that I'm using for my last technologically supported broadcast. After this, no one will hear anything from me ever again. And I'll just get to enjoy what's in front of me. I'll get to enjoy nature.
Ever again.
Interesting. Is there a reason for this such abrupt finality there?
I'll be here. I'll still be here. I'll still be in the world. If you want to write me, if you still want to write me, you can email. You can send me a letter. I'm still going to be here. I'm just going to be living in this bunker. Right. I will still be existing in this corporeal plane and in this corporeal form.
That is good to hear. I noticed you did not offer to give away your CDs to either Tom or I, which is a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
So I do, in your voice, I sincerely hear you, and I believe that you are doing this because you want to get away from the technological claptrap.
Yes.
You're tired of it.
Yes.
You're depleted. You're weak. You need some good old-fashioned human connection.
I do. It's nothing on like Zoom or
That's
WebEx
right.
or anything like that. I just need good old human connection, and I'm taking some time away. I'm going to be in this bunker for a little bit. And then once my cleanse is done, I'm going to come back into the world. And I have an item to sell. And I'd like to share that with you if I may. It's going to help me
Please
with my
do.
cleanse.
Please, I would love to hear about what you have.
And this is going to be...
That way I can stop looking at boner pills on eBay.
This is going to be...
I think Tom has... He may have started looking at boner pills 20 minutes ago, but I don't think he's still looking at those. I think he's entered a gateway into a nefarious path of the internet. And let's just say that I cannot describe what he is looking at. I can only see his smile.
This one is called New Red Lips Fantasy Strong. It gives you time, size, and stamina. Here, you can see it reflected in my glasses if I look hard enough. Anyway, go ahead.
The fantasies may be strong, but one thing that's stronger is it's the air that we breathe. And so tonight I'm going to say that I am selling my phone. I'm selling my cell phone.
What's this now? Your cell phone you intend to sell?
I'm selling my cell phone. No one will be able to, if you want to write me, you'll have to send me a letter. And I'm selling my cell phone because I want to get away from technology. This is my phone. I'm not going to wipe it or anything. I don't really have the patience for that. I'm selling it on eBay, and what I really need to do is I need your help in setting this apart from the rest, because I took a look and there are about like 90,000 cell phones for sale on eBay.
Do you have the Credit Karma app installed by any chance, my friend?
I have the Credit Karma app on my browser, but not on my phone.
Well, before you get rid of this phone, I implore you, I diagnose you as someone in need of this advice. Please download the Credit Karma app. You will be able to see a real-time update of your credit score. And let's just say that in the old days, we used to have to pay Experian, TransUnion, exorbitant fees just to know what our FICO score is. And nowadays, the Credit Karma app just allows us to see it, I believe, on a monthly basis. But here's what comes in for you, my friend, Jerry. If you have your Credit Karma app installed in that phone, you can position this phone as a nerve reducer for a male slacker who wants his spouse to think he's doing better than he is as far as being a responsible adult. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah, I do. That sounds like a great idea. Would that be...
Well,
Tom, go ahead.
I was going to say the other option that you have is sometimes children have develop a technological addiction very early on in life. So what you could do instead is sell this phone as an alternative that your child, well, not your child, because it's not your child who's going to be playing with his phone. You sell it off to somebody who thinks that they're going to be playing with the phone, but really it's just a block of plastic and metal and glass that doesn't connect to anything. It doesn't even have any power to connect to anything. You fill it up with like Elmer's glue or something, and then that way the child can safely play on a phone without actually becoming addicted to the bleeps, blorps, squeeps, and sweeps of an app-based society.
You're right. It sounds, and kids love to take things apart. Kids love to see how things work. So I think if I gave, if I sold this phone to a kid through eBay, I could, just give them a love of knowledge and how things work. I really like that idea, Tom. And Michael, as to your Credit Karma idea, I mean, I'll be, sending letters to TransUnion and Equifax to get mine. But
Michael, get off your phone. Pay attention.
Let me just say this.
Tom gets it.
My
This
name
is
may not be
exactly,
RL.
maybe you need to not be on your phone. Quit looking at the
Michael,
chat.
Michael, let
I
me.
see you doing it. I
If you
see
want,
you talking to people.
take this phone and let it die. And then you'll be able to be friends because you'll have the symbolism of not having a phone that works.
Listen, Jerry. Now, first thing is people want me to say your mom on camera, which I'm doing right now. So take that, scary stories. Now, the second thing, Jerry, is there are a couple questions that people have about this phone, and Michael may be interested in this as well. They want to know if you have the weather app or porn on that phone.
On my phone?
No, on that phone.
Okay.
It's sometimes, phones get preloaded with specific apps, right? And I think sometimes the porn app can be one that's preloaded sometimes for some reason.
The static is coming back. Let me preemptively cut this off. So they're not going to hear anything you say for the next 2 minutes, but we can still talk.
Oh, boy.
Instead of I Show You, which is a popular codec or plugin, this is
which is 100% free.
Yes. This is a replacement with a graphical interface, so it's a lot easier to see what you're doing instead of having to open 4 different settings and then adjust them. This is all in one. However, there's a wall of sound, baby, and it's not Phil Spector behind it.
All this talk of codecs and plugins is making me a little overwhelmed. I'll say that, but I implore you boys to take a technological cleanse and not have to worry about this stuff again.
And what I think I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to buy a bunch of eBay dick pills and take those and cleanse myself that way. They have, I found the non-FDA approved ones.
That's another version of a cleanse, yeah.
They have one called Rough, spelled like a dog's bark.
Mm-hmm.
They have one called Casanova. This is a coffee. This is a boner pill coffee.
Tom, do you have the porn app preloaded on your phone? Sometimes those things are preloaded.
I actually, I had to switch to do a little bit of a technological cleanse myself. I only have a rotary telephone.
Honestly, you're way ahead of me. I'm in this bunker and I'm about to sell my phone. You're on a rotary telephone. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm living in a Whataburger with blacked out windows. So that's, I'm as close to an above ground bunker as you can get.
Michael.
What are you showing us? Michael, you got Credit Karma. Oh boy. He's looking, I can't see his credit numbers.
Neither can I.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
Yes.
White noise. They're talking in the chat. Casanova, you can get I didn't know that boner pill coffee existed. It costs.
Who is this man? Who is this man who wakes up early in the morning, reads a paper, brews up a batch of boner coffee? Such a hopeful morning.
What an optimistic day. That'll right. Probably carry him through the whole day.
It's fast acting. It's ready in 30 minutes.
I have my Windbaker pants laid out on the bed, ready for my morning walk.
Pants?
I'm ready at 10 a.m. any time of day.
Listen, my friend, I have my Onitsuka tigers, and I've pitched a tent. Let us walk the dog.
I've opened all the blinds.
Now listen.
I want to meet this person, Tom.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Listen, always have a reliable Richard in your pants. That's what it says right here on the page.
Not.
I think, Jerry, I think maybe we ought to kickstart your technological cleanse and get in there with you, bud. Because
I think you ought to as well, boys. I think there's plenty of room here. There's room enough in here for 3. Please, send a carrier pigeon my way, and I'll send you the directions here too.
I certainly will. I will send you. Tell you what, I have my employee back here. I'm gonna send her personally to you with messages, because she does travel faster than pigeons in my experience. But you can use back whatever sort of commission method you like.
Perfect.
Michael, do you have any last words you'd like to say to Jerry before we send him off into the realms unknown?
I do, in fact, I do, my friend Jerry. Thank you for joining us on this program.
Of
And I
course,
just want to
Michael.
say, this man wakes up early. He goes to the McDonald's cafe,
Mhm.
the McCafe, and meets with his boys. Benjamin tells a story about his doctor, says he only has 3 weeks to live. Everyone is somber, but this man, with his bold, growing confidence, asks to change the subject. I'm sorry, I know this is an abrupt change of direction, but I've got a raging Richard in my pants, my friends, and these hash browns have eaten themselves. Can we please end this now?
Wait, I just
thought-
want to tell you, I showed this in the chat, but they also have herbal vaginal tightening pills that you can buy, which I didn't know it's another level, and I'm gonna not fall down this path, but everybody's loving it.
This man falls over, but he doesn't fall down.
Put your phone
My
away.
friend.
Take your phone out of your pocket and keep your Richard in your pocket. How about that?
That sounds great. Listen, Jerry, thank you so much. Namaste. I bid you farewell, and I'll be talking to you soon on the corporeal plane and not on the digital one.
Of course, Tom. The only plane there is.
You get it. Jerry, good guy Jacobs. Michael.
Let's just call it what it is, my friend. This
What
is
is
a
it?
happy accident. This whole program has been a happy accident. Let me just say.
Oh, I haven't felt happier in a while than during this program.
There is one thing I would like to say to everyone who is still here with us. I know it's getting late. I know we've gone over time. I just want to leave you with this, okay, my friends? And this will be it, and then we'll part our separate ways. But
wait, can I show one thing? You say a thing, and then I'm going to say what it seems like you have turned into. I want to share a video real quick. What it seems like you turned
Okay,
into after this. So say your thing.
I just want to leave you with the image of this man. It's midnight. He's not ejaculated, but the caffeine effects are still there. He's sitting in a leather chair, looking over these objects he's collected in his life. Posters, memory books, electrical devices, and he asks himself, is this all there is? Is this what it is? Am I in an endless Groundhog Day loop of waking up early, laid my windbreaker pants on the bed, brewing myself a batch of boner coffee, hearing about how Benjamin, who by the way, a month ago told us he only had 3 weeks to live, and miraculously he's still here, sopping up all the attention. And I have a member who has not been acknowledged or recognized. He walks up to the counter, feeling uncomfortable because let's just call it what it is, my friends. Most everyone who works at McDonald's is 18 on a good day. And this man is standing there at 7:45 a.m. They're wiping eye boogers out of their eyes from last night's slumber, and he's wiping something else. Let's just say out of something else. And he's been up since 5 a.m. And his dog feels emasculated every time he takes him out for this morning exercise. This is just a simple image I'd like to leave everyone with, and I'm buying time, obviously, so you can get this video ready.
Oh my God. All right. Here's the video I'm going to show. This is Michael DeWitt currently. I found a live feed of his house. It's not this, I promise. Oh my God. How do I do the screen share? Come on, you fuck. All right, there we go.
I can't hear any of this. What is this? Is this a visual impression or should I be hearing audio?
He's just laughing right now.
Dude, your room is a
Is
mess.
this a personal friend of yours,
What the hell's
Tom? Who
wrong
is
with
this
you, man? What are you doing? What is
Making a video.
You making a video?
Yeah.
Why you paint your face, bro?
What is this?
Because I'm being the Joker.
Why you be the Joker, dude?
Dude, because the Joker's awesome. Get off it.
Dude, but you ain't even close to looking like him, dude. You gotta be white in the face, bro.
Of course not. I didn't want to put the white half an hour for it to dry before I put the
You
black
like the
and gray
Joker?
on. Yeah, he's awesome. Lois,
She's pretty.
Well, okay, let's read. I'm reading the title now for more context clues. You were saying I'm being insane and creepy for a while, but I got an unexpected audience. Be gentle, my brain was pretty much running out of my ears when I made this. Oh, I can hear it now. Thomas, Thomas, I'm deeply saddened by the fact that this has to end.
This show, you mean?
It all. I too closely placed myself in that leather chair, pondering, my existential dilemmas. And I did have fun tonight, and I do thank everyone in the audience and the crowd and the cheers and the chantings for sticking with us here tonight. I know it wasn't the easiest thing, at least not for me, but we come here because, let's face it, there's a lot of things going on in this world that are infernal, and we don't want to allow to suck all of our energy and joy. So we have this once a week on Wednesday nights, Tom.
Yes.
That's why we have this.
It's for us to
and
goof
someone can
and
learn
guffaw.
something. That's right. And I don't know. I don't know, Tom.
Someone could learn something, and that someone could be you on how to use software with the non-graphical interface, so that way you don't have to come up in the audio every.
Thank you to all our performers. We have gotten some tips. This is so great. We've gotten some tips. And remember, if we get tips during the week, if you're watching this on a replay, we do disseminate the tips based on the week that the tips come in. So if you see this on Monday,
can you imagine anybody watching this all the way through, by the way, on a replay? What kind of lunacy is going on in your life? If you made it this far and you didn't skip ahead to this point in the video, I applaud you. And you know what, Michael, I applaud you too, because you're a real. I've been giving you shit because I know you can handle it. You're a great friend and a great technological advisor, and I appreciate
this. Yeah. And let's just say, in the beginning of the program, my real name was broadcast on the screen. I'm embarrassed by it. I try not to do that. And I'm afraid that I'm going to get a call from Adult Swim or whatever that production company of theirs is, and they're going to want to turn this into a commercial program. And I'm going to say, no, I don't want to do this. This was an accident. We're not trying to confuse people on purpose. And they're going to be upset, and then I'm going to have to feel guilty because it's like I didn't consult with my infernal friend Tom before I sent them away. And I don't know, Tom. What do you think about the world?
I think that the world is ready for us to re-enter it, Michael. It's 10:34 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which makes it 12:34 p.m. a.m. where we're sitting in San Antonio, Texas.
That's right. And this will be the real last thing I say is as wild and as strange as this show was, more than likely, the next 2 or 3 weeks for Michael DeWitt are going to be wilder and stranger. And if you know the real Michael DeWitt, you know why. Well, let's just say Tom and I may not be back next week, but we will have something interesting for you. Or the following week. Is that vague enough?
We'll put it out through the proper Learning Annex channels.
Right.
So keep your ears and eyes peeled. Keep your eye out on the Penny Savior. Keep your eye out on the Annex Weekly. Keep your eye out on the Annex Monthly. Make sure you're signed up for the news groups, for the views groups, for the AIM chat rooms, for the ICQ chat rooms, for the forums, the sub forums on somethingawful.com, for the Newgrounds page, and of course that you're on the twitch.tv/PackDater. Did I cover all of them? I feel like I covered all of them.
You got it all, my friend. And now I wish everyone to do. Go to the link there that says linktr.ee/PowerSally101. I just published medium.com, the publishing company, asked me to do an article, and I produced my second article. It's resplendent. Everyone who's read it has given me glowing reviews for what I've written, and I think you'll like it too. That's a great way to end the night after this, is to read that article, soak it in, and then lay off into slumber.
Yep.
I like to end sentences abruptly with no bridge.
It's either abrupt or never ending. It's so great. It's the thing with you. You're like following. You know how sometimes you go on hikes.
I do go on hikes, yes.
You know how sometimes you're hiking a trail and then all of a sudden the path just sort of disappears, and you have to figure out where the path has been forged.
You're saying you have to deduce whether this little area is okay for you to walk down. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. It's like talking to you is like going on a hike where you have to make sure you always have a machete at the ready, because you might have to be clearing some brush and blazing the trail, because you're going to wind up with a beautiful view at the end. And that's for you.
You ever run into anyone in the woods who you think is I'm not going to finish that sentence.
No, please.
Goodbye, everybody.
Finish that sentence. Come on.
No, I was going to say, you ever run into anyone in the woods or on a hike where you think like, oh, this person's obviously recording some salacious content for their whatever they have? I feel like it's happened to me. I don't know if that's a universal thing that people have come across, but what about you?
It has not happened to me.
Okay. I was hiking around the Arroyo Seco in South Pasadena. I think I saw something.